Today I'm going to read this book to you. It's called A Hole in the Boat. It's about remembering how sometimes what you do can affect other people, right? And we have to take care of everybody. We have to take care of our families and our communities. We have to work together. A Hole in the Boat. Written by Adi Zelichov Relevi, illustrated by Shiraz Fuman. Okay. Oh. Once there was a giant ship, its masts all in a row. It sailed the seas for 7 days through cold and rain and snow. And every sailor had a job. The first cooked for his mates. The second steered the mighty ship. The third unloaded crates. The fourth man stood upon the deck and swabbed up every crumb. The fifth man was completely bald. The sixth man liked his drum. The seventh was a fisherman, the eighth a fighter brave, the ninth a captain, and the 10th a pirate and a knave. And every morning all the men would wake up with the sun to scrub and fish and navigate and sing this song as one. When every sailor does his part, we 10 men of the seas, our shanty echoes loud and clear above the ocean breeze. And when the sun begins to set into the ocean deep, then everything is quiet, and the sailors go to sleep. Each sailor has a little room no bigger than a nook, with window, bed, and clean pajamas hanging from a hook. Now listen to what happened on a bright and cloudless day to all the merry seamen as they sailed upon their way. The sea was calm, as smooth as glass, the morning warm and grand, when suddenly the captain cried, "By George, I've spotted land!" The sailors 10 were overjoyed and shouted out, "Hooray! We must prepare for our new home. We'll be there any day." "Remember, friend, the fisherman who caught fish from the ocean?" He said one morning to himself, "I have a brilliant notion. I'll drill myself a little hole to help me catch the fish, and from my little bedroom catch as many as I wish. The fish will swim right up to me, and I will reel them in. And when we get to solid ground, my business will begin." What do you think of that idea? Instead of fishing over the side of the boat, should the fisherman drill a hole in the floor of his bedroom to catch more fish? What do you think? My heart is singing out with joy at my ingenious plan. For once I open up my shop, I'll be a wealthy man. He went inside his little room to drill himself a hole, then sat down on his wooden chair and cast his fishing pole. What's going to happen while he's fishing? And thinking of how rich he'll be, what's happening to the boat? But wait, a hole drilled in the floor? he'd bring the whole ship down. Because of you, the sailors cried, we're all about to drown. Fear not, replied the fisherman, no need for all this gloom. The hole that you're complaining of is only in my room. The fearful sailors bowed their heads, and one began to cry, it's true, the hole is in your room, but all of us will die. The sailors' room was flooding fast. How could they stay alive? They'd have to work together if they wanted to survive. They filled the hole with mortar so the ship would stay afloat. Then with mops and rags and buckets, they all bailed out the boat. The fisherman was sorry, but his mateys, they weren't sore. It's all for one and one for all, the men began to roar. Look at their faces. He was so sorry. But they weren't mad. The sailors 10 were thrilled to see the shoreline close at hand. They broke out in a joyful song as they approached the land. Our voices rise in harmony above the ocean tide. There's nothing that we cannot do if we work side by side. The end, with a beautiful ocean illustration. So what do you think now about how sometimes what you do can have an effect on other people? Thank you. Bye.